Right, we're back in the lakes. At the moment we're on top of Darling Fell. That's where I was the other week, carling up, but I went further up and took a sheltered spot, which I'll be probably having to do again tonight because it's a lot windier tonight. But the views, so you've got Crummock and Buttermere in the distance. Loweswater's just down below this fell here, but I'm going to head across onto this fell here, hopefully pitch, but I'm most definitely going to have to pitch out of the wind. And also I've got a new shelter to try. I ordered it back in February, come from the States, so it was about 12 to 13 weeks waiting, and it come on Saturday, so I thought I'll give it a run out while the weather's all right. It is supposed to turn during the night, so should be all right till sort of bedtime, but the usual weather. It's in and out of the cloud at the moment, but very, very windy. Anyhow, I'm going to head down, drop down to a beck, get some water, and then we're going to head up, well, down there and then up onto here. And I might have to go across one of these sort of out the way areas, but you can't argue with that, eh? Yep, that's certainly fast flowing. Let's get the bottles topped up. Right, here we are, Low Fell summit. Well, this is the southern summit, I think. The northern one's over there, so we'll maybe have a wander over there. But no way can I pitch up here tonight. It is pretty wild. Pretty wild, and I don't know how this shelter holds up in the wind just yet. As I say, it's its first run out tonight, so take no riskies, no risks. But yeah, the view's absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's wild though. Right, I don't know how well you're picking us up, but on the exposed edges it's wild. What a view. I'll maybe take a look, there's some bits down here, but maybe I need to be this side because the wind's coming straight from the west. Right, that's it up. It's not so clever at this back side here. This rises a bit here, so it's causing me a bit of a problem to push. It's wanting to push in, and that's where the wind's hitting. But the rest of it seems to be okay. Not a bad view. Yeah, this side's all right. Everything, which is where the wind's hitting, unfortunately. But it's not as windy as up there. It's a little bit windy, but not too bad. So let's put the inner up now. Right, we've got the inner in, but it's a bit floppy. However, there's plenty of space around the back. Yep, and I've got loads of room in the porch front area. Right, we're all set up. Got my thermarest Neo X Lite, but I've gone for my Rab Neutrino 200. Could be a risk, but I've also brought as a backup in there is my down trousers, so I can use them as long, well, they'll be fine. And I've got a down jacket just to give us a bit of extra warmth, and I've also brought that little Tyvek bivvy bag just to keep the wind chill off as well if there's any wind getting in. But I've got a bit of a mess, as you can see. But I've also brought I haven't used this for years, my jet boil. I just thought if it was raining it'd be easy for cooking inside, because the cloud is here. Yeah, as you can see behind us, since I set up, the clouds creeped in. It is forecast to rain around about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight. Quite heavy through the night, so it'll be a good test for the shelter. I mean, I haven't pitched it up the best. You know, this backside on the left here is not very clever. I've ordered some more extra guy lines, so I've just used some ones that I had lying about for now. It did come with some, but I don't know why I went for the green. I'll never see them. I'll be falling them over all the time. I've just got my mince beef dinner hydrating. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. But I would say the rain is not far away at all. You head up top of the mound and then you get the wind. Right across the Solway, yeah, the shower's coming in over there now. Right, here's the rain. Yep. I would say we're going to have a bit of tent time tonight. You know, I've done well with the last few camps with great sunsets and sunrises and that, but gotta get the rain sometimes. Yeah, it's going to be a good test tonight. So far, it's been okay. Yes, could be an interesting night. That wind's getting up. Definitely need the earplugs tonight. I think some water blown up through that vent, which I can't close. It's splashing. You can see the dots or not. Very little, just a couple of drops, so I don't know whether it's leaking or it's coming up through the vent. Right, about 10 o'clock, 10:15 actually, so I'm going to call it a night and see what tomorrow brings. This rain is supposed to blow over in the next hour, 2 hours, so hopefully it won't continue all night and I'll get some sleep. Morning. Well, it was wild when I went to sleep, but it did settle down, probably 1 o'clock-ish, the rain eased off. The wind's still sort of blowing most of the night, but I managed to get some sleep. Wasn't too bad, so anyhow, it's brew time and then tidy up time because I've got a right mess in here. But looking out, we're not going to get much of a sunrise. It's a bit overcast over the hills, but it's dry at the moment. Yeah, it's a little bit overcast, but it's dry. I don't want to get much of a sunrise. Maybe if I go a bit higher up, maybe we can catch some. But seems to be a bit brighter out west. So hopefully that'll roll this way. But, I've got a right mess in here. Right, that's us all packed away. Just a dry patch where I was. What I was a bit worried about last night was the rain just running straight down here through the tent, but it didn't happen. It just soaked away. So yeah, we'll just take those views in once more. It's a pity it's a bit on the overcast this morning. So we'll head back up to the top and then we'll drop down. So you can see those clouds are fairly rattling through on that side. Last check, no pegs. No pegs. Yeah, it wasn't the best of pitches, but you know, done the job. Yeah, the sun's out across by Workington. You can see across Criffle. See where I was just down that point down there. But yeah, it's pretty wild. It's trying to rain again, but I think it'll just be drizzly stuff. Yeah, there was very little camera action last night. No sunset shots, no night lapses, no sunrise shots. So yeah, the camera was fairly quiet, and well, I'll tell you how quiet it was. It didn't even require much of a charge. Say last night you just wouldn't put a dog out in it, man. It was proper minging weather, but good for testing equipment. So the tent was fairly battered about, but it held steady. Okay, that's us not far from the car now. So if you got this far, thanks for watching a wet and windy night on a fell in the Lake District. Hopefully back out soon, and we'll see you again. Cheers.